Hey, as promised, this video is gonna tell you how I realized I'm not just broke, I'm someone else's business model, and you are too. This is not financial advice, it's worse. This video promises you a drop-shipped, easy, profit-heavy, low-effort, why didn't I think of that? Did I say easy? Plan to, in just 7 days.
In just 7 days, I can make you a
manageable, self-sustaining, passive income hobby jobby that'll make your parents proud and your 5 roommates jealous. If you want to quit your job, you have one of those? Don't quit it. And live life on your own terms, here's a full blueprint to make $10K a month by the end of 2026. This is literally a money glitch amongst other promises that can't be kept. $10K a month must be the sweet spot of believability. If you look for it, there's a huge percentage of YouTubers making a living off of telling you how to YouTube. And guess what? If the advice doesn't work, you just didn't do it right or something. Or it's the algorithm. Or that was the old YouTube, and watch this video about the new YouTube. Monetizing YouTube with misinformation seems fair, right? Well, what isn't unfair? But with all this conflicting information, how do I know what's right? Shh, calm down, nothing matters. There's no right answers. There, feel better? No, I know, if you don't adhere to social and professional constructs, you'll quickly lose everything you've ever owned and you'll be subjected to pain, humiliation, and rejection. And did I say pain? Well, there's plenty. Some will say that this is your last chance to capitalize on capitalism. Get your millions before the jobs really go away. You thought it was bad now. And before the rollout of Elon Musk's universal high income. Isn't that communism? I mean, I get that if there's no jobs, then there's no income. And without income, you can't buy anything. And if you can't buy anything, the only options are reform or some sort of UBI. But that doesn't make sense. It sounds like communism. No, because we allocate a set wage to each and every... Yeah, communism. No, it's different because we allow people to have set jobs that we determine meet your skills based on aptitude. Communism. No, you're not listening, it's collectivism. God, no. Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better. I think I'm gonna collect my things and go. Yeah, and not to mention rampant superinflation that'll make a loaf of bread cost $1 million. It's a closed loop. Like, they've removed the way to make $1, so then they give you $1 and then you give it back to them? And somehow that doesn't cause total collapse. No, it does. It's the white elephant in the room. Very similar to that game during Christmas. What? Poverty? Robbery? Where's Daddy going? No, white elephant with a $20 limit that doesn't pay for anything anymore. You buy things for someone else who doesn't want or need them, and they have to do it too, so you effectively bought yourself something you didn't want. For the culture. Capitalism! It's working! It's working!
It's working! It's working!
And we all know how that worked out. Iris, is capitalism okay?
Short-sighted capitalism does its fail gracefully. It eats the ladder behind it.
Yeah, that's
it
what I
squeezes
thought.
labor until workers can live, automates what's left, because
Yeah.
capitalism removed the humans it needed to function.
Doesn't make sense.
Wealth piles up, demand collapses, and the market starts cannibalizing itself.
What's that thing called when the snake eats itself?
Ouroboros.
No, collectivism.
Capitalism turns into communism because capitalism removed the humans it needed to function.
Okay, so the state steps in not because they want to, but because they have to. Wait, that's not funny at all. Oh wait, that reminds me. Ouroboros, the only cereal that eats itself. Delicious. Do you remember when this was possible? The pet rock created by this motherfucker, Gary Dahl, a California advertising executive turned toy designer.
Dahl is the man who created the pet rock, an idea, he says, whose time has come.
It's been incredible. We mailed our first pet rocks to the stores October 1st, and by Christmas we'll have sold well over 1 million units. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen. But on the declining curve, we'll probably sell another 1 million or 2.
And then you'll be out of the pet rock business.
Then I'll be out of the rock business and into some other insane scheme. Or lying on a beach someplace, not caring about it.
Hilarious. The year 1975. A rock sold for $4. It cost 20 cents and generated millions in profit. Adjusted for the times, somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 million. Which is or used to be f*** you money.
Fuck money, baby. Fuck money, baby. Green and black. Green and black.
R.I.P. legend. Yes, the fad collapsed almost immediately, but it didn't matter. Dahl never repeated that level of success, but he never needed to. The pet rock is the purest example of former modern capitalism as content. No innovation, no utility, just branding, timing, and irony. Oh, and stupid consumers. And if he can do it, maybe I can too. Maybe the buying public will fall for another cheaply made, generic, can find them in your own backyard, didn't want them, never needed them before they were marketed to me. Take my money. I'm gonna market a toy called Stick. It does everything that a stick does and more. Or maybe it doesn't do anything that a stick does, that's the gimmick. Wait, no, that actually existed. Okay, mine'll be called Brick. Naturally, copycats flooded the market. Some other followers were Pet Air, Pet Water, Pet Sand. All of these happened, and I did not make this up. For the pet rock, novelty existed, but it was peripheral. Gimmicks were side hustles. From snake oil salesmen. Good one. After the pet rock, gimmicks became the main event. Meaning became optional, wherever and however you can make a quick buck. Oh, hey, quick buck, what's up, man?
I think I've got this from here. This is where our economy quietly pivots from making things of value to selling moments. Every industry does this, but once something hits that gray area of verisimilitude, well...
Hey, quick buck, you can't just piggyback off my, well, not really success, but whatever it is that I'm doing. Like, the last thing we really need is another recycled, lazy, desk piece YouTube show telling you about things that you don't even need to. Sea monkeys! A package full of dehydrated brine shrimp, reactivated or reanimated when doused in H2. Oh god, it's out of control! One of the more popular novelty items in recent history was the singing big mouth Billy Bass. It's estimated that over 20 million basses were sold in 12 months during the year of 2000 and early 2001. What the hell was going on with people during that year? Oh, it was pre-9/11. So simpler times, when this was hilarious and worth money.
What do you think, it's a fucking playroom back there? Fucking toys? I saw it right there. They were selling them.
There was even one in Buckingham Palace. There always has been and always will be these trends where something hits and then the masses follow. You know, like board games like Mousetrap and other animal torture devices turned games. Rat Trap really didn't work out that well. Oh, tell me about it. There's so many copycats. No, this isn't some terrible SNL Weekend Update side character free-for-all. You're like the third one in 3 minutes. And then when that worked 50 years ago and ran its course, and you cut your losses, chalk it up to the times, and make a movie.
Will I be rich?
Wait, M. Night Shyamalan is actually making this into a movie. Well, wrap it up, boys. There was actual legislation filed in the 80s to prevent toy makers from producing cartoons for the sole purpose of generating sales. And I kinda get it, but also that's like teaching your kids horribly outdated, history-skewering, slave owner elevating Pluto as a planet rhetoric and expecting your kid to not become some weird, scarred, unapologetic, wait, I'm describing me. And like we've historically ever cared about the well-being of children. Plus, you lie to them because they're dumb. Adults are, well, still dumb, but more skeptical. Do you remember this one? Humans only use 10% of their brain. That's false. Or, you can do anything if you just believe in yourself. Hard work pays off or guarantees success? Yeah, right. And winners never quit. Come on. No, tell that to luck, nepotism, and generational wealth, privilege, timing, and sheer randomness. Why is it that adults will spend money they don't have on things that they don't need from their childhood? It's a mental failsafe for when you hit your quarter-life crisis. Like, remember when things were cool? Well, they weren't, but at least there were some cool toys back then. Sometimes, so maybe stick around for a minute and think about how cool they were. There, species preserved. Also, make a copy of yourself so you can relive your past through them.
It's new for your kids.
Laser lights, it's Black Star.
Defender of right, he's ready to fight.
the evil overlord.
Laser light. It's Black Star.
From Duluth.
They won't care either. Well, they found a way to take advantage and drive that nostalgia worm into your brain, like a 17-year locust in chrysalis. Then when you turn 25, you get this sudden pang of longing for yesteryear. When things are so effed up that you can't even buy good food, but you can buy, well, ramen and this. It's probably the reason why I watch these man-children, well, no offense, but okay, maybe a little, travel the world in search of rare artifacts from the past. I can live vicariously through their irresponsible expenditures. Okay, everybody's gotta have a hobby, but when hobbies are getting so expensive, what do? Unless you enjoy cold plunging or hot plunging or regular plunging or plunging to your death, Hot Wheels are $1.25 in 2025, or well, 2026. Hell on wheels, price to sell and price to smash. Ah, fun. Here's an idea. Head out to your local Costco, get yourself a price-locked pizza slice and a drink, and a Hot Wheels, Arizona iced tea, and have yourself a day for under $5. Everyone gloms onto commercial fads. One good idea deserves 400,000 more like it.
Big Mouth Billy Bass, what is that?
Oh, those are good.
And it had the backing of the machine that wanted it to succeed. Now industries are insular, and breaking that barrier to entry is harder than ever. Who's that one lady that struggled to make a push-up bra or vacuum or something in the male-dominated sexist manufacturing industry? They even made a movie about her? Oh, it was a mop. Okay, that was sexist to me. Joy Mangano made the miracle mop. A single mom, no money, no leverage, invents a better mop after getting sick of cleaning up broken glass by hand. Gets dismissed, talked over, and financially squeezed at every step. Nearly loses everything multiple times, finally breaks through by selling it herself on QVC, goes on to build a massive consumer products empire. What makes her story resonate right now is that it's from the last era where sheer grit, plus a physical invention, could still punch through. Today, even Joy Mangano would probably get kneecapped by the algorithms, platform fees, IP vultures, or a company saying, cool, we'll just have AI design it and outsource the rest.
But for every Joy, there was Elizabeth Maggie, invented the landlord's game, the direct ancestor of Monopoly, to criticize capitalism and rent exploitation. What happened? Male publishers dismissed her. A man later repackaged it as Monopoly. He became rich, and she died with almost nothing.
Yes, this is the purest example of identity theft baked into capitalism.
Hedy Lamarr co-invented frequency hopping tech, the basis for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. What happened? Military ignored her, no royalties, tech made trillions later. She died without seeing meaningful compensation.
We've all seen this and know their story. Okay, fine, I haven't seen it. But yeah, I'm the asshole, not the guys who took credit for the women's accomplishments. There's a lot of movies out there. Credit flows upwards. Recognition often arrives after usefulness is extracted. Survival depends on leverage, not brilliance, so people have turned to gaming the system, and why not? In a nation where commoditizing your assets, okay, not my best joke, reigns supreme, but seriously, she proved that if you're hot, it doesn't matter. What value you bring is secondary. Sex sells as a concept has been around since the late 1800s, so who can blame the Kardashians? But what do you do when your main asset is your appearance? I don't know. I'm not gonna get into a moral debate about OnlyFans. If you're hot enough to capitalize, then you do you. Maybe there's a shelf life to it, and maybe there's not. And if you're not hot, what else do? You drop ship. You buy something cheap from one place and sell it for a profit on another. Drop the shipping costs and you've got something to sell from a different site, hoping no one finds the site that you sought. Buy it from Temu, Shine, Shimu, or Shamu, then resell it at a premium. The postal rates or postal rat race has become somewhat of a dangerous, like ever since the T words. Unless you do pickup only, but then make sure it's a public place. What? Survival of the fittest is quickly becoming survival of the cheapest. Humans are still allowed as long as they're cost competitive with a machine that never sleeps. Move over natural selection and in with synthetic selection. AI decides who gets hired, and robots decide which jobs exist. Where is the joke? It's all a joke. Like, there's no spin to make this funny unless you think my discomfort is funny. Maybe we call it algorithmic Darwinism. It's no longer the strongest, smartest, or hardest working survive. The ones who fit the algorithm survive. We're all would-be pet rock inventors in a would-be world now. Post-merit capitalism. So what am I saying? Don't try? Probably. If you don't try, you won't fail? No. Go outside, look around, and find some common, plentiful, naturally occurring object to repackage and sell back to the public like they always wanted it. Yeah, that's it. If Gary Dahl released the pet rock today, he'd probably be met with the collective fuck you. But only because we've been there. No, it could work. It's like winning the lottery. If Joy Mangano represents the last gasp of grit-based upward mobility, Gary Dahl prophesies the future of commercialism with a rock. But who could have predicted this? Oh, this guy. The pet rock didn't succeed despite being empty, it succeeded because it was empty, and that was clearly a slippery slope. The idea that your work defines you, you get what you give, and all that comes from old logic. So if you're entrepreneurial in spirit, or if you have that compulsion and addiction or desperation required to make something or find something that can change your life or not, well, maybe you'll be okay. But hopefully we can look back on these articles about doomsday and laugh. They've existed with every industrial or cultural milestone and probably always will. Well, at least until, you know. I'd like to be on the right side of history or herstory, or who cares about any story? It's about the commercials for this. Buy it now.